Good morning, traders. Welcome to this video on the euro dollar and pound dollar. My name is Chris from Elite Currency, and let's start with the update on the euro dollar. Basically, price moving indeed to the upside. There was a bullish bounce as expected on Monday, bringing price up to the Fibonacci levels we talked about. Let's put the fib from here to here. We said that, at least 50 to the 61.8 fib zone in case it's a zigzag, but it could even go higher and close the gap. Bounce at these deep fibs like the 78 and the 88.6 fib, and then move lower to retest the bottoms again. So that's what happened, the up and the down indeed taking place. Now, because of the deep retracement, because of price moving into a deep fib like the 88.6 fib, I think likely that this is not a zigzag, but rather an ABC flat, or probably actually more of an ABCDE triangle. Let's put the fib from here to here, and we see that price went all the way down to the 78.6 fib of the opposite fib here. So price respecting both, at this moment at least, deep Fibonacci levels on both sides. And that to me is looking much like a ABCDE triangle. And this support trend line, of course, very strong probably, and could hold price for the moment. Now we see a bullish bounce already at the support trend line. We see price right at the long-term moving averages. In fact, those long-term moving averages are going flat, and the 21 EMA right in between the long-term moving averages, so it really looks like it's building a range or some kind of consolidation zone, probably that triangle. All right, so if it is a triangle, it will stay above this bottom for sure, and it should stay below this top in most likelihood. Let's put this fib this trend line like that. So yeah, we could see maybe a dip, but then a bounce. This could be an A, B. We are down here for C, maybe up for D, and then down for E. It could be that wave C might extend a little bit with an up and then a down, and then we get it up, because wave C typically are the most complicated, most complex. Wave D could also be quite complex. We're also getting now close to the holiday season, so price might slow down end of December. Things might not be as volatile, and we could get into, settle down into kind of a range and triangle pattern like that. So it's a difficult spot to trade, I think. Basically, we're looking at the potential for price to just go like sideways here and then drop like a wave C and then go up for a wave D. Not really any clear trades at this point because it's the middle of the triangle. I mean, here at the 88.6, perhaps 121.50, or here at the top around 122.30, 122.50, could still be interesting to look for bounces in the opposite direction to trade that triangle, and look for basically price to go for higher lows and lower highs. But right here in the middle, there doesn't seem to be that much of an edge. Look at the moving averages; they're all flat. This could break up and then move down, or break down and move up. There's really not that many advantages, I think, until price really bounces at support or resistance at this point and finishes a triangle. Let's take away this fib. Otherwise, of course, in the long run, price is definitely an uptrend. We had a good momentum, flag, continuation. Let's take a look at the daily chart. Same thing here. Strong wave 3, 4, and we're in a wave 5 probably as we speak. And this is a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So if we put a fib from here to here, price is neatly respecting the 23.6 fib. So if it does go sideways here, it does look good for a continuation breakout towards 123.50 and maybe even 125. By the way, we got some interesting sponsorships from Bonfex, for instance, and other brokers that you can see here when you go to providers and sponsorships. So feel free to check that out, of course. And you will get, for instance, with Bonfex, ECS Live 6 months for free. But you have to check if you're from one of those countries that they accept. Also, of course, if you like our videos, would definitely appreciate your review on Forex Beats Army or Trustpilot. That said, now the pound USD chugging away higher, basically slowly but surely moving up, and it could be again a pullback, retesting deep fib here after the bullish breakout above resistance, as you can see. And it looks like price is very volatile in its movements at this point. Look at this, up, down, up. But this Two higher lows, I think, could be a base for a rally at this point. And we got to keep in mind, of course, the resistance here, which could provide a head and shoulders level and resistance. But at this point, I think there's a fair chance of price following through to the upside. I would be curious to see how this 4-hour candle closes. If it's a bullish candle, I would say that the upside has a pretty good chance of moving higher. And I think that we could see a follow through eventually to the upside there. This is also a good rally. So if we add those two fibs, I think we could see first price going to 135.80. But later on, I think there's even a fair chance of price going to 136.70-ish zone, and maybe even up to 138 and 140, as you can see. So those are the main targets for the moment. But along the way, of course, there's going to be some patterns. We might see a break, flag, and continuation. That would be good to confirm whether this analysis at this moment can, is correct in such a long perspective. Right here, right now, I think looking at the hourly chart, it's not that strong, the momentum at this moment, but could be okay. Let's see if this 1-hour candle, top of the hour, closes above the 134.40. If it does close bullish, I think that looks like a good start of momentum. And I think there's a fair chance that price shows momentum, ABC correction, and a follow through to the upside, at least to the minus 272 target at 135.80, I would say. Be careful of 135.30, but I think there's a fair chance that it's going to make that the continuation into those targets, those target zones. All right, sorry for that. So yeah, I think pending a 1-hour and 4-hour candle confirming this breakout, looking good for at least a short upside, if not even more so on the pound at this moment. Of course, Brexit, be careful with that. Keep an eye on the news. That could always provide some twists and turns. But otherwise, that's it for now. We'll be back next week. Wish you all great trading and great days. Cheers. Bye-bye.